Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely pumped to have you here today because we're going to expose something I call the silent assassin of wealth. It's this incredibly sneaky trap that ensnares so many hard-working middle-class earners, basically sabotaging their financial futures right under their noses. Think about it. Have you ever looked at your paycheck, realized you're making way more than you were, say, 5 years ago, but somehow you still feel completely broke? Well, listen, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to decode the exact math behind this whole phenomenon, and I'll show you how to use the Wealth Shield to make sure every extra real you earn is actually working for your future and not just funding your status. Earning more money won't make you rich if you don't know how to protect it from yourself. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. We're constantly conditioned by society to believe that, a bigger salary is this magic cure-all for our financial stress. But honestly, a raise doesn't solve a thing if your spending habits are fundamentally broken. The crazy truth is, your own psychology might literally be your biggest financial liability. Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this. You finally get that promotion or that sweet end of your bonus hits your account. Your immediate expectation is that this higher salary equals more wealth, right? You're thinking, yes, I'm finally getting ahead. But the stark, everyday reality is that a higher salary almost always equals the exact same bank balance. The money comes in and the money goes right back out, just a little bit faster, leaving your actual net worth at a total standstill. So here's our roadmap for today's breakdown. We're going to cover 1. The raise problem. 2. Understanding lifestyle creep. 3. The math of waste. 4. The opportunity cost. 5. Common traps and triggers. And finally, number 6, your action plan. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The raise problem, or as I like to think of it, the villain living inside our own heads.
To defeat this villain that's quietly stealing your wealth, we first have to take a hard look in the mirror. The technical term for what we're doing to ourselves here is lifestyle creep. Some people call it lifestyle inflation. By definition, it's what happens when your expenses increase at the exact same rate or sometimes even faster than your income. And it is so subtle. You get a little more money, so you treat yourself a little more often. Before you know it, that hard-earned bonus has mutated directly into crippling monthly liabilities. Now, the psychology actually driving this whole thing is something called hedonistic adaptation. Our human brains are just remarkably efficient at adapting to comfort. Seriously, think about it. Maybe it's a larger apartment, upgrading to a premium streaming service, or just ordering takeout instead of cooking. At first, these are thrilling luxuries, but give it a few weeks, your brain adapts, and suddenly, they are just baseline necessities. We are biologically wired to constantly crave the next expensive upgrade. Moving on to Section 2, the math of waste. Let's visualize exactly what this damage looks like in the real world. Let's imagine a super relatable, everyday scenario here. You've been working hard, putting in the hours, and you secure a solid monthly raise of 1,000 riyals. That is a fantastic milestone. In theory, right? That should be an extra 1,000 riyals going straight into your savings every single month. But let's look at how insanely fast that solid chunk of cash can completely vanish. So, here's where the trap just snaps shut. Instead of investing that money, you tell yourself, hey, I worked hard, I deserve a reward. So you upgrade your car. Boom, that adds 600 riyals to your monthly financing. Then you throw in 3 new streaming subscriptions because, hey, you can afford it now, right? That's another 150 riyals. And finally, you decide to dine out just 1 extra time per week, costing about 250 riyals. Just like that, with 3 tiny, totally justifiable decisions, the entire 1,000 riyals raise is wiped out. Gone. Which leads us to a pretty grim realization. Look at your net worth. Absolutely zero change. You are not a single step closer to financial freedom. But your job dependence? Oh, that has drastically increased. You see, you haven't actually built wealth. You've just built an expensive lifestyle that now mathematically requires you to keep your job just to maintain your basic comfort. In reality, you're actually more trapped now than before you got the raise. That brings us to Section 3, the opportunity cost. This is all about what was permanently lost.
200,000 riyals. I really want that number to trigger a little bit of loss aversion for you right now, because this staggering figure, this is the invisible cost of lifestyle creep over time. This is the wealth that the silent assassin literally stole from your future self. Let me break down the math on exactly how we get to this massive number. If we zoom out and look at a 10-year projection, if you had taken that 1,000 reais a month and just quietly invested it in a standard index fund, yielding, say, a 10% compound annual return, you wouldn't just have the 120,000 you saved. Thanks to the absolute magic of compound interest, that money would have grown to roughly 200,000 reais. So the true cost of your car upgrade and that extra sushi dinner isn't just 1,000 a month, it is the massive, life-changing wealth those funds could have effortlessly generated for you over a decade.
Section 4. Common traps and triggers. Let's talk about where we are most vulnerable.
This right here represents the ultimate debt trap. The biggest triggers for lifestyle creep almost always happen in major life categories: housing, vehicles, and convenience. This cycle always starts the exact same way. You get a raise, and your brain immediately thinks about upgrading, simply because, suddenly, you can afford the new monthly payment. But borrowing to cash out on your recent success immediately strips away your control, locking you into a cycle where you're just servicing debt rather than actually building assets.
To fight this, I want to introduce a really strict defensive rule. It's called the Wealth Shield Defense. Going forward, you should only ever upgrade a major lifestyle category if the total cost of that upgrade is less than 25% of your old income. And notice I said total cost there, not just the monthly installment. We absolutely have to stop looking at life in terms of monthly payments and start looking at the absolute total cost to our long-term wealth.
Section 5. Identifying the cycle. Are you already trapped? Let's find out.
I want to do a quick stress test with you, right here, right now. Just pause and genuinely ask yourself, if you woke up tomorrow and suddenly earned 20% less than you do today, what exactly would you cut from your budget first? Seriously, think of 3 specific things you would eliminate immediately just to survive. Do you have them in your head?
So, here is the crucial point. If those items you just thought of happen to be recent upgrades, the new car lease, the slightly bigger apartment, those extra subscription services, then you are trapped in the cycle. Deep down, you intuitively know these things aren't true necessities, yet they are the exact liabilities currently draining your cash flow and basically keeping you from getting rich.
Which brings us to our final section, number 6, your action plan. It is time to defeat hedonic adaptation once and for all.
We are shifting from defense to offense right now. Here are the 3 concrete steps you need to take to protect your prosperity. Step 1. Apply the Wealth Shield we just talked about to all your future purchases. Step 2. Implement the 50% rule. This means anytime you get a raise, a bonus, or a tax refund, you immediately automate at least 50% of it directly into your investment accounts before you even see it hit your checking account. Go ahead and enjoy the other 50%, but always, always pay your future self first. And finally, step 3, maintain yesterday's self. Try to live on last year's salary for as long as humanly possible.
Because by keeping your expenses low, you are quite literally investing in yourself. You take all that diverted cash flow and you put your money to work. Whether it's through index funds, mutual funds, or ETFs, your goal is to systematically build this invisible army of capital that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, totally immune to your psychological desire for a nicer car.
To sum all this up, I want you to remember this profound truth. Wealth is what you don't see. It isn't the flashy car, it's not the designer clothes or the giant house that comes with a massive, stressful mortgage. True wealth is the freedom of not needing the next paycheck. It's the security, the options, and the absolute peace of mind that comes from knowing you are in total control of your time and your life.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Look at your spending over the last 90 days. Are your current upgrades actually building your future freedom, or are they just funding your outward social status? Ultimately, it is entirely up to you to protect your prosperity from your own habits. If you found this breakdown valuable and want to learn more about how to bulletproof your finances, make sure you subscribe to Wealth Shield. Take control of your money before it takes control of you. See you next time.